Welcome to High Anxiety. I'm Ty, and this is Nobody. Bye. I'll miss you. Welcome to High Anxiety. I'm Ty, and I'm here with Transformers Thursday, and I'm showing off. This is a continuation of we showed off our purchases at the toy convention that we went to. I think it's been about 3 weeks now, but this was one of my purchases. This was one of my holy grails. This is Star Convoy Optimus Prime. I am very, very excited for this. In Japan, they call Optimus Prime Convoy. And so this is Star Convoy. This is after they brought him back from the dead because they killed him off. They discontinued his toy. And after they discontinued his toy, they said, well, he's dead. We'll kill him off in the movie. And they did. And so eventually when they brought him back, they created this toy, Star Convoy, which I'm very excited to unbox. Here's the back artwork. This is he's going to be a big boy. Won't be a big boy. But yeah, he's a Takara product, and this was during the time that the MicroMaster trend was going. So it's an Optimus Prime that transforms into a base for MicroMasters, and he's actually got the panels so you can connect up other MicroMaster bases, which I don't have. But here we go. So this is the Return of Convoy set. They would do these gift sets in Japan, so they have like this text up here saying like "Welcome back, Convoy," that sort of thing. Let's get them open. Now this is a reproduction. This was one they put out in 2005, I think. When we were there at the toy show, they had the original Return of Convoy set, which I was very excited and I really was considering getting, but they wanted about $500+ for him. And if I had gotten that, I really wouldn't have gotten anything else there. And there were a few other things there that I really wanted, so I held off. I controlled myself and I got this, which I'm still very happy to get. And the thing is, if I had gotten the original, because that would, that's from the early 90s, I honestly would have been more nervous about getting him out of the box and messing with him and, putting him together. So I'm glad I got the reproduction, because at least this way I won't feel worried about trying to play with him. He's a toy, you should. I don't like getting a toy I've always wanted and leaving it in the box forever. So let's get him out of his plastic. Let's see, we've got so one thing they were doing around this time is they would have these carriers that you could use to launch MicroMasters. And he comes with a MicroMaster version of Hot Rodimus. So at that time, Rodimus was downgraded to a MicroMaster, and Prime came back as a really big trailer shuttle thing. It's really interesting. And so when I looked down at the box, I'm like, wait a minute, that label doesn't look too on there. But no, it's funny. They actually put that label on just the plastic holder itself, and he comes with a sticker pack, which we'll be putting on afterward, just to be safe. He is fairly heavy, and part of that is he's motorized. I don't think there's no way he already has the batteries in them. I would hope. Let's see, how do you open this battery panel? Got the truck. He's got some armaments. Got this shuttle that can open up and use that to launch your MicroMasters out. Here's Rodimus. And his big gun. Optimus has to have a big gun. He always gets the biggest guns. Looks like this is going to be a stand for turning this into like battle station. Let's see what I'll put the pegs in here. It's for his big gun. Okay. And this is the launcher that we saw before. It's got a mechanism in it. You can, I don't know if you can see inside this. Okay, so it's got a launcher in there that you push back. So you've got Rodimus here. This is Micromaster Rodimus. Micromasters, I loved them as a kid. I had a whole bunch of them as a kid. The Micromaster style toys that they've brought back during Siege are really loose and wobbly, and they're hard to stand up. But original Micromasters, they didn't have a ton of posability, and because of that, they were very sturdy, you know? Obviously, you couldn't do a ton of poses with them, but you didn't have them like, you could stand them up. And I don't know, it just worked for me. They also have very, very simple transformations, which, once again, I enjoyed it. Didn't bother me at all. Let's see. Okay, hold that down. There he is, transformed, and let's see. Oh, he rolls great. That is some great rolling. He is an excellent role model. And then what you would do is you would have him back up into his carrier. You push him back, and so the carrier then... you're supposed to actually keep a finger down on top when you push him back, so that way he'll push the launcher back. So once the launcher's back, you put him in, you close the door. The door is not latched, but that's so that way you can shoot them out very easily. But here we go. Wow. Paul Walker did.
Hey there.
So,
you like these videos?
Like and subscribe. All right. So here we go. That was pretty sick. He did a flip. Was baller. Good job there, Roddy. There was another Micromaster style transformer base that comes with several of these, and it's literally a truck. Like I guess there are stickers for it to make it look more like a truck, but yeah, it's supposed to launch out your Micromasters, and then you can load these into the back of Star Convoy. Okay. Then you take the whole carrier. Oh. Okay, so you have to open it up to load one in. A little convoluted. It would have been nice if they made it where you could just drive it in. Kind of defeats the purpose of having the back open like that. But, you know, that's how they did it. So we've got a gun. Here are his panels. And it was these notches here is how it would connect to other Micromaster bases. Okay, so yeah, it looks like there's not actually a way to put those on him in truck mode. Those are just for when he's in base mode. Now let's check, see if we can open up his battery compartment. So down here, he's got the battery compartment. It's got kind of a peg, like a spot where maybe you would put maybe a screwdriver or something to open that. Not entirely certain. Let's show him off. Ah, okay, these are actually supposed to be down in vehicle mode. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So for robot mode, we would pop them up. We would take out the armaments we've added on. Just tip them upright. This is not a complicated robot in terms of, this isn't going to be a lot of different steps. You can really already see a big part of what's going to make him his robot mode. Just pop out. Got his fists. And chest compartment opens. Pull the head up. Close that up. Okay, so the way they've got it, you can the back up, and then you can turn him. And there he is, standing tall in his robot mode. Very simplistic transformation. Really nothing particularly complicated going on there. And then you face the shoulder guns outward for this mode. And you can give him this big gun. And he can throw it out of anger and rage at having been dead. And he can shoot you. Bang, bang. And he bang. So it's a very simplistic transformer. I dig it. I like how bulky it is. It's a slab. I don't know why, but giant slab robots have always looked really cool to me. And then you're supposed to store Rodimus in Micromaster form. There's a little peg right here. And so you slide Rodimus onto that peg, and then he's able to stand there in his chest, safe and sound. I don't know if the implication is that he's piloting him, but it's supposed to be Optimus, you know, in his, you know, he is sentient, you know, he's not supposed to be controlled by anything, but being that he's there in his chest, it makes you wonder a little bit.
In his prime?
I think he is in his prime. Absolutely. That's terrible. I love it. Terrible joke. I'm so happy you made it. All right, and then we will show off his base form. Take Roddy Piper out of there. And so for this, we're going to make him do the splits. So it's kind of the splits, but it's more from the side. Still painful, though. Open these compartments up. Slide those panels down. And he's got these little stands underneath to allow you to balance him better. Okay. And from this comes off, slides out. There we go. So this entire compartment comes out. Okay, so this is how you get the battery out. You have to take that off. Do we have 4 AA batteries?
I actually think we do.
And you open this up. So he's got just kind of an open chest situation. But yeah, so this hangs open, so it's just more inside of the base. Because that's what he's doing. He's turning into a battle station. So once again, it gives you that, what's the implication there that he's turning into a battle station? As a battle station, his head is still out and his arms are out like this. So he can hold his gun. So he's like half battle station still and half robot still. Imagine if you turned into a house. Imagine if your transformation was that you're going to turn into a house and people are still going to run around inside of you.
Maybe.
Thank you
Maybe. I don't know.
so much. Not my loudest toy. You can put him into forward and reverse, and he's got, see details here, this is a separate vehicle that breaks off from it, and then you take the battle platform stuff from earlier. Where does this one back onto? Oh, so then you flip it upside down. Seems like a weird choice for a vehicle portion of the device. Slot in the pegged gun from earlier. So now that's on there. This is where we'll apply those panels. weird. So we'll take our MicroMaster. I really should have brought some other MicroMasters to help flesh this entire thing out, make it look more like base. But then you've got it like this, and so you would, and he comes out. And again, I am an enormous child now and forever. So I guess you would just set him beside it or off to the side. It doesn't really matter. The one thing I don't like is the rest of the base of him doesn't have the MicroMaster clips to connect it to it. Like, it would make more sense to me if there was like an assembly, something on the side, so you would then connect him to that. But it seems like the whole point is this just sits off to the side. Like it's its own battle platform. But then you can also just turn it right back into its own vehicle, which I'm not sure why. I don't know the function of having this as just a vehicle. So it's got a hole here. Is that? No. This. So I guess there's a weird way to use it like that, but even then that doesn't really make sense. So I'm not sure what the purpose of this truck mode is, because when he's in robot mode, this is all docked in there anyway. So you would never, you would never see this. So yeah. And okay, so yeah, there's a picture of it by itself, just showing it just as a vehicle. So I guess it's more just gives you play options, so you can use it however you want. Okay, I want to know, what is this? Where does this go? There's a special connector packaged with Star Convoy that allows the micro carrier to be connected up to Grandis's base mode, powering the moving elevator. So this is just a coupler for connecting it to the elevator. So it will use that, the motor in the base car here, to control the elevator. Well, that makes sense. That's cool. There's one more thing we can show off with Star Convoy here. Get him back into his robot mode. And back into robot mode. He's fast. And then he sees something he doesn't like. That's it. That is the loudest motor of any Transformer toy I've experienced with a motor before. That's insane. It's great. I love this set. It's silly, it's ridiculous, it's huge. He is a slab of a robot. He has no posability. He's more like a Megazord or a Sentai giant robot than he is a Transformer. And I'm fine with that. It's ridiculous, and I love it. And honestly, there's really not much else I can say about it, because there's not much else this toy can do. But with a lot of other MicroMasters, especially with the other bases, you've got a really cool base of operations set up. Hopefully, I can get around to collecting some of the other MicroMaster bases again, and then we could kind of get this all slapped together. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, that's it for me and Star Convoy. I'm Ty with High Anxiety. Thanks for watching.